What's up, Cam gang? It's your girl Karenp, and I'm back with another freaking video for you guys. If you're new to this channel, hey girl, hey. If you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey. Today, as y'all can tell by that title, I'm going to be doing a pregnancy update Q&A, answering some questions that you guys may have about my pregnancy so far. I have not answered any questions since I've been pregnant. I asked you guys to ask me any questions, so I feel like this would be a good video to do. Give you guys an update, let you guys know what's been going on, how I'm doing, or just whatever questions y'all got. But before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post bell notifications so you do not miss when I post a video. Now, without further ado, let's get right on into it. Okay, y'all, so the first question is, how did you find out? So I kind of found out in like a crazy funny way. The funny part about it is I kind of already had a feeling that I was pregnant before I took the test. So basically, before I got pregnant, like maybe like a month or two before, I kept on saying like, oh my gosh, like, because me and my boyfriend, we was having intercourse, of course, and of course it was unprotected. And then sometimes, I'm not gonna say it, but if you know, you know. So I'm just thinking like, okay, this man is gonna get me pregnant by my birthday or before my birthday. Like, this man, like, I don't know why I just kept saying that to myself, because I just had a feeling, because like the way we was, you know, having intercourse, and it wasn't protected or anything. I just had a strong feeling. And I feel like I kind of manifested it in a way. I'm not gonna lie, because I just kept saying it over and over to myself. But basically, oh, if y'all hear something squeaking, that's like the chair rubbing against the wall. But just ignore that. But yeah, so basically, I started having like these out of nowhere. Like, this is probably like maybe like 3 to 4 weeks before my period was supposed to come. I started having like these cramps. Like, there was like sharp cramps, but they were like cramps like as if I was, you know, coming on my period. But my period was like nowhere, like, you know, my period wasn't even supposed to be there for like another a few weeks, a couple weeks. So I'm just like, okay, what's going on? And then I don't know if y'all like get your period and then y'all have like butt cramps, but I was having like butt cramps. And it's just like, why am I having these cramps? I'm not supposed to be on my period. So like they heard it. So I ended up going to the doctor to see what was going on. And he gave me a pregnancy test, but at the time it came back negative. So I thought I was basically in the clear. But so then my period was supposed to come, and y'all, so I don't think I ever discussed this on my channel, but I was kind of having like irregular periods, all because of the situation where I ended up taking plan B, and ever since I took that plan B, that just knocked my whole period out of whack. So I ended up starting taking these pills called Regulate, and y'all, if y'all really truly want to get pregnant, I'll recommend. This is not sponsored, but if y'all want to get pregnant, or if you guys are having irregular periods, I'm gonna leave the link below to them pills, because I'm telling y'all, those pills work, and I really feel like that's also one of the reasons why I ended up getting pregnant. But I started taking these pills. They're called Regulate, and they're regulating my cycle, and they also make you super fertile. So the last period I had before that was a regular period. So when my next period came up and it was late, I knew something was up, because like the pills that I took, they work good. So for my period to not show up when it was supposed to show up, I knew I was pregnant. So basically, I waited it out. You know, I still waited until my period was like maybe like a week late. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the test. And I took the test, and it came back positive. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. Like, it was shocking, but at the same time it wasn't, because I already had that feeling. But it was like seeing that positive on the test, like seeing them 2 lines come up on the test, it was just like, oh my gosh, Karen, like, what the fuck did you do, bitch? Like, what did you do? So if y'all know me, y'all know I definitely been team no kids, team fuck them kids. Like, I swore up and down, couldn't nobody take me out the game. But you know, I guess, you know, I was just with the right person, it was the right time. And, you know, it was just meant to happen, so now we're here. So the next question is, how did you feel when you found out? Honestly, in that moment, like when I first, took the test or whatever, I was just like, I was just shocked. Like, I couldn't really cry. I couldn't really be sad because I knew what I was doing. But I just didn't expect for me to ever, I knew me and my boyfriend was gonna have kids and stuff, but I didn't know it was gonna be that soon. So when I found out, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck, Kara? Like, what did you do? I don't want to say that in that moment, I didn't really have, like, how can I say, like, I didn't really have, like, any emotions, like, as far as being sad or as far as being, like, super, super happy. I was just shocked. I was just more shocked than anything. Like, that's all I can remember. Like, I was just more shocked. I mean, in a way, I guess I was, a little bit excited. Because, honestly, I didn't think I was going to be able to get pregnant. Because I thought I had PMS. And on top of that, I have a fibroid. So, I guess, I was happy. Like, yeah, I could get pregnant. But then it's just like, Karen, what did you do? Like, I guess I was just shocked. Like I said, I was just shocked. The next question is, how far along are you? Y'all, I am 29 weeks as of today. Yes, y'all, I'm in my 3rd trimester. We is getting there. Like, we is getting there. And I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video, but if y'all do not know, I am having a baby girl. And I am, like, super, super excited. So, yes, but y'all, I'm 29 weeks as of today. Y'all didn't ask, but I'm going to give y'all a little bump date because I haven't really been posting nothing about my pregnancy. But as y'all can see, if y'all can see, this is what the belly is looking like. Let me move my hair out the way. This is what I'm looking like as of right now. She's getting big, y'all. She's getting big. She's definitely getting big. Next question is, what is some advice you can give to soon-to-be mommies? Honestly, the best advice I can give so far is to just think positive. Like, think positive. I know, especially if you are young like me, I'm 22 years old, so especially if you are young or if you are, like, younger, like a teenager or whatever, and you're a soon-to-be mom, I would just say think positive. Everything happens for a reason. God bless you with this baby for a reason. Like, you may not have felt like it was ready, but God felt like it was ready, and it's a reason why this baby is coming into your life. You may not know what that reason is right now, but trust me, it's definitely a reason why this baby coming into your life. Whether it's for you to grow, mature, get your stuff together. Babies are truly a blessing, and I'm telling you, like, one day you're gonna look at your little kid, you just gonna be thinking like, dang, I'm so glad you came into my life because, like, you saved me. And honestly, to really be honest, my baby not here yet, but I can definitely say that I have changed and grown in some ways already. And because I know, like, a lot of stuff that I would have did if I wasn't pregnant, I don't do it now. Like, as far as me getting mad with a job and just walking out and leaving and just quitting, I can't do that now because I have a whole responsibility. I can't just get up and quit a job anytime a job, make me mad. Because I have a baby to take care of. Like, I got to get stuff ready for her when she gets here. So I can't just, be doing stuff like that. So I just say, think positive. Just know that no matter what, you're trying your best, especially to my single moms out there, because pregnancy is hard. So if you're a single mom, you gotta go through this by yourself. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give y'all a round of applause. I just got to. Shout out to y'all, because, like, this, even with me having my boyfriend here, it's still hard. So I honestly don't want people that don't have their partners to think, oh, well, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want people to think that don't have a partner with them throughout their pregnancy, that people with their partners got it easy. Because honestly, I guess in a way, like, we have the support. Yeah, we have somebody to be there for us or whatever the case may be. But that's not going to stop the physical changes that we have to go through. That's not going to stop the pain that we have to go through. That's not going to stop the emotions that we have to go through. That's not going to stop none of that. And it might be better with somebody there. I don't know if I'm explaining properly, but it might be better with somebody there, but it's still hard. Like, point blank period. Like, pregnancy is hard. So shout out to y'all. And then another thing I want to say is, don't stop your life because you have a child, and don't make nobody let you feel bad because you're not putting your life on hold. At the end of the day, yeah, it's going to be certain things that you can't do because you have a child, but baby, live your life. Especially if you're young, live your life. Like, don't let that baby stop nothing. If you want to go take a trip, go take a trip. If you want to go out to the club, go out to the club. If you want to have a drink, if you want to smoke, if you want to do whatever you want to do, do it. At the end of the day, your life does not stop because you have a baby. As long as your baby is at home and is well taken care of, and then you're leaving them with somebody that's, responsible enough to watch them and that's going to care for them, as long as your baby is well taken care of, fuck what anybody else got to say. Because people just be mad because when they had their kids, they couldn't do the stuff that you're doing, or when they have kids in this current moment, they aren't able to take trips or do stuff how you can. So I would just say, don't let your baby stop your life. Still make time for yourself. Still put yourself, I'm not gonna say put yourself first, but still, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay, the next question was, what was your boyfriend's reaction? Y'all, my boyfriend reaction, I'm not gonna lie, it's not the reaction that I really wanted, but he wasn't mad. He wasn't mad at all. Like, he wasn't mad. But, it's the simple fact that, like, we both still young. And on top of that, like, anytime I always talked about getting pregnant at this age, I always say, oh, if I get pregnant, I'm going to have an abortion. I'm going to have an abortion. So, yeah, like, his reaction, like, he wasn't really mad. I feel like once he got, once it kind of registered through his head, he was actually like super, super excited. But like in that moment, cause shit, neither one of us wanted kids. Even though we was doing what we was doing and we knew what it came with, neither one of us wanted kids at that time. So, kids come with a lot of changes. Like, we both are young, we both have a lot of goals set out for ourselves, and we both want to be entrepreneurs. Where we both are going to be entrepreneurs. So just like we know, having a baby in the mix, we at the time, it was thought that maybe that wouldn't be like the best idea. But once it we talked about it, we agreed that we was going to keep the baby. So once all of that was once all of that was like set in stone, he was actually like super, super excited. So his initial reaction wasn't like the reaction that I probably would have hoped for. But once, everything was discussed, he was actually really excited. And he's actually super, super excited now. He's been literally by my side through this whole thing. And I honestly couldn't ask for a better, a better partner. And I'm actually glad that I'm having a baby with him, because I really wouldn't want to do this for nobody else. So, babe, if you're watching this, shout out to you. And like, I really want to, do some nice stuff for him. Just for the simple fact of how much he's been there for me. And like, every time, I don't want to get emotional, but every time I think about it, like, I just want to cry. I just want to cry when I think about how much he just been there for me. And how good he just been to me. Like, that's how I feel. But enough of that. The next question is, how did you tell your parents? So, I don't think I ever talked about this on my channel, but I lived with my grandma growing up. And before I moved out with my boyfriend, I was recently just living with my grandma. So basically, as soon as I took the pregnancy test and it came back positive, I just told her right away. I told her right away because, for one, I'm grown. I was 22. Yeah, I was 22 at the time. And still 22. I'm grown. So, like, what can you do? Like, what can you do? Like, you can't be mad. On top of that, she wasn't finna be taking care of the baby. I'm gonna take care of the baby. You all see, as soon as I found that I was pregnant, me and my boyfriend moved out like ASAP. So I literally just told her right away. I wasn't scared to tell her. I didn't have a problem with telling her. I wasn't finna hide it from her. She was gonna find out regardless. And on top of that, I love my grandma, and me and her, like, we don't talk about everything, but I just felt comfortable enough to just go to her and tell her right away. And she was just like, if you are, it is what it is. Like I'm pregnant. Like what can we do? But it was literally nothing, nobody can do. So, I wasn't really scared telling her. So I just told her right away. The next question is, what are your pregnancy cravings? Y'all, so my pregnancy cravings is actually kind of weird, because like, Well, let me first start off by saying, like, in my first trimester, I was just craving barbecue hot dogs, like, so bad. Like, I just want some not even just, I guess, hot dogs per se, but I just want, like, some barbecue so bad. But I guess more, like, I wanted hot dogs, like, the barbecue hot dogs more than anything. The thing about my cravings is I don't really have any weird cravings, like how people be saying, like, oh, pickles and ice cream or whatever. I don't really have weird cravings. Well, my cravings is I'll eat something, and if I enjoy it, I'll just eat it over and over. Like, I'll just crave that. Like, I'll eat it over and over and over until I get tired of it. And I eat something else that I like, and I'll eat that over and over and over. Another thing that I can say that I was enjoying eating a lot was Hot Pockets. It first started off as a 4-cheese Hot Pockets, then it went to the pizza Hot Pockets, then it went to the ham and cheese Hot Pockets. So, yeah, that's really how my cravings are. But I would say probably my biggest craving throughout the pregnancy, well, not throughout, because I don't really crave now, but like in my first and second trimester was for sure hot dogs, barbecue hot dogs to be exact. The next question is, did you want a boy or a girl? Yo, I wanted a girl. I wanted a girl so bad, just for a simple fact because my mom isn't in my life, and I want to be able to have that mother-daughter relationship with my daughter. So, I mean, even though I could have that relationship with my son, but I don't know, I feel like it'd just be differently, you know. Everybody swore up and down I was having a boy. Like, everybody swore up and down that I was having a boy. But I knew it was a girl because of how much I was sick. I knew this couldn't be no boy doing all that. So I just knew for a fact I was having a girl. Everybody kept saying, no, it's a boy, it's a boy, it's a boy. I'm like, no, it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl. But then I'm not gonna lie, people kept telling me so much it was a boy. People kept saying it was gonna be a boy so much that y'all really had me convinced. Like, y'all really had me convinced that was gonna be a boy. And then when I did my gender reveal and the smoke came out pink, I was like, oh my gosh. Because, like, before I went to my gender reveal, I was just like, okay, I know it's going to be a boy. Like, I thought it was going to be a boy. But it actually came out pink. And, I was shocked because I really thought it was going to be a boy. Like, y'all really had me convinced. But deep down inside, I knew I was going to get my girl. Period. The next question is, how bad was your morning sickness? How bad is my morning sickness? Y'all, my morning sickness is and was horrible. In my first trimester, I couldn't eat anything. Literally, everything came back up. I'll wake up in the morning and throw up first thing. Then I'll eat something, throw up again. Eat something throughout the day, throw it out. Like, nothing stayed down, y'all. Nothing stayed down. Like, I threw up everything, like, and the doctor told me my sickness was supposed to go away after 12 weeks, and it didn't. My sickness stayed, and I still throw up. Now I could say I don't throw up as much as I did, but I thought my sickness was finna be coming back in the third trimester, because like literally right before I got to the third trimester, at the end of my second trimester, like, everything was just coming back up again. So far in the third trimester, I guess you could say it improved. But y'all, the sickness is horrible, and it's like most of the time, even if I don't throw up, like, I eat something and it'll just like leave a funny feeling like sitting in my stomach. Like, it just feel like my food just doesn't digest how it's supposed to, so it just leave my stomach just feeling like super funny and like sick to my stomach. I don't know how to explain it, but the sickness is the worst. Like, the sickness is the worst. I cannot wait till it's over with so I can eat how I want to eat, because, like, sickness is the worst. Next question is, do you want more kids? I do want more kids, but not right now. I'll say if I do have another baby, it's gonna have to be, I'll say within the next 3 years, maybe by the time because I want 3 kids. I might stop at 2, but I want 3 kids. So my next baby, I'm 22 right now, so I say next baby will probably be when I'm 25 or whenever, 25 and after. If I get pregnant, it's gonna have to be 25 and after. Yeah, I want 3 kids, so I want to have all my kids in my 20s. So if I have another kid at 25, my next kid gonna have to be when I'm like 27 or 28. Because once I hit 30, baby, I'm not popping no kids out this coochie. So I told my boyfriend we better get it in while we in our 20s, because once I hit 30, I'm not having no kids. So all the kids that I didn't have by the time I'm 30, I'm not gonna have. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. I don't know why y'all think being a mom is when y'all older is gonna be good, because I'm not gonna be 40 years old running around no fucking badass kid. But to each his own. To each his own. Not down to nobody who's choosing to wait to have kids. You know, have kids when you're ready. But me personally, I'm having my kids while I'm in my 20s. So when I hit 30, I am done. I'm done. The next question is, do you plan on going natural? Yeah, I do. I think everybody honestly plans on going natural when they first, before they get in that delivery room and the contractions start getting you. I think everybody plans on going natural. Me personally, I plan on going natural for the simple fact I heard so many horror stories about the epidural that I don't want to get the epidural at all. I usually have a pretty high pain tolerance, but I know these contractions are going to be like something totally different, to the point where if I can't take this shit, I'm going to say, yeah, just give me the epidural. But I don't want the epidural. I really want to go natural. I'm aiming to go natural. Hopefully I can take the pain. I don't know, we'll see. I'm definitely going to be vlogging my labor and delivery, so y'all will get to see that. So I don't know. We'll just have to see when that time comes, if I can take the pain like a G or not. Because I feel like I can. Like, I feel like I can take the pain, but I don't know. You never really know until you get into that delivery room. So just pray for me, y'all. Pray that I can go natural. Even if I can't take the pain, have to get an epidural, just pray everything just go good. Like, that's all I can really say. Okay, oh wait, no, this is not the last question. The second and last question, what are your current symptoms? My current symptoms, so I'm in the third trimester, y'all. So all the stuff that I was having in my first and second trimester, I don't really have. Only thing I could say now is, a lot of food still just unsettling on my stomach. Like, a lot of food still make me sick on my stomach. Occasionally I throw up. I don't think I threw up in the last couple of days, so I haven't threw up in the last couple of days. But occasionally I throw up. I'm starting to get cramps, y'all. I don't know if these are Braxton Hicks contractions that I'm feeling or what I'm feeling, but I do have a doctor appointment tomorrow. But I'm starting to feel like cramps that are like very, very similar to like my period cramps, and like they come and go. But they're kind of like, when they come, they're kind of like consistent. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they stay for like 2 minutes. Then they go, and then I'll feel them later on. But I'm guessing like they're Braxton Hicks contractions. And then that's pretty much it, besides me waking up every hour at nighttime to go to the bathroom. Like, literally every time I wake up throughout the night, I have to go to the bathroom. I literally wake up like 5-6 times throughout the night just to go pee, and it is so freaking irritating. But I would probably say that that's probably all that I'm experiencing as of right now. I can't really think of nothing else, but that's probably all that I'm experiencing right now. Yeah. And then the last question is, when is my due date? My due date is September 12th. So yes, baby girl is going to be a Virgo. But honestly, that's just my due date. I don't think that I'm gonna deliver on September 12th, due to the fact that I don't want to say I'm having complications, but due to some stuff going on in my pregnancy, I don't want to get too in depth to it. They're not going to let me go my 40 weeks. They're going to deliver me at 39 weeks. So that'll be September 5th will be 39 weeks. So, but her original due date is September 12th. Honestly, when I hit 37 weeks, I'm going to just start doing stuff to induce my labor, like inducing myself, like as far as speeding up the process, like drinking like raspberry leaf tea, bouncing on a ball, go for more walks. I might even take a shot of castor oil or something, because I honestly don't want to get induced, because I heard getting induced make your contractions way worse than what it is. I don't know. I don't want to get induced. I'd rather just let her come on her own. But if I'm gonna have to get induced anyway, I'd rather just, speed up the process and do it myself, so I don't have to get none of that Pitocin, because if I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go natural with that Pitocin in me. I'm sorry. But yes, that is going to be the end of this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any more questions or if you want me to do a part 2 of this video, comment down below, and also follow me on Instagram because that's where I'll be doing another poll at if I do a part 2 or if you guys want me to do one. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post a video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.